Hey everybody, today is Friday, May 9th, 2025, and we are somewhere today that I've actually never been to before, somewhere that as of maybe a couple of hours ago, I had no idea even existed. We are here in a pretty awesome park in Winter Garden, Florida. Very happy I came out here. Look at how beautiful this park is. Also, giant, huge playground that I have to bring the kids to. This is pretty cool. That is absolutely epic. Look at that. Look at the size of the playground. That I want to go play on that playground. That is awesome. So we are here at the Chaplin Station and Neighborhood Park here in Winter Garden, Florida. Pretty awesome, really beautiful park. Look at the sculpture here. Sculpture for viewing, not for climbing. Freewheeling, created by Gary Lee Price. Look at the kids on their bikes and their dog having a great time out here. This is awesome. Look at the expressions on the on the faces. Maybe kind of a little creepy. That kid's having a lot of fun. He's got an ant on his face or her face. I'm not entirely sure. But that is pretty cool, but also kind of creepy all at the same time. So this park right here is part of the West Orange Trail, a 22-mile long historical trail here in the Winter Garden area. Pretty awesome. Lots of people out here biking and walking and hiking and jogging. And I've seen some people on rollerblades. When was the last time you saw anybody rollerblading? Been a long time for me. Growing up in the 90s, used to see it all the time. And that sport just kind of died off. Where did rollerblading go? If you know, leave your comments down below. It just kind of died. So again, this is Chaplin Station, which I believe from what I read is actually like the main headquarters, the main offices of the West Orange Trail. You can see here, welcome to the West Orange Trail. No motorized vehicles, stay to right, no racing, keep pets leashed, and no alcohol, sunrise to sunset. And there you go. There's the whole entire 22-mile long trail. Quite impressive, quite long. You can get your little trail map guides right there, which is pretty cool. But anyway, wanted to bring you guys out here today for a very specific reason, something I wanted to check out, something I wanted to show you, something I wanted to see. And no, it's not this, but this is really cool. Something I've noticed along the West Orange Trail at different locations I've stopped at over the last year or so, are all these little like bike stations, all these different tools, Allen wrenches, screwdrivers, all kinds of stuff. If you mess up your bike, if your chain pops off your bike, or what was that? Your chain pops off your bike, or you have a flat tire and you need to pump your pump your tire back up there. You're good to go. Pretty awesome that they provide all this stuff out here like that for people who are biking the 22-mile long trail. But again, the reason why I wanted to come out here today is because today it's a national holiday. Today is National Public Gardens Day, and there is a public garden here that I definitely had to check out. This is the West Orange Trail Path of Life, a project of Bloom and Grow Garden Society and Friends of the Trail. All kinds of rules here. Sign needs a little refurbishment, but I'm pretty sure all those rules are probably self-explanatory. It's probably all rules you should know and probably don't actually need to read if you're a decent human being. But anyway, this is pretty awesome. Wanted to come out here and see this public garden. Look at this. This is awesome. All kinds of lizards out here and names on the path as well. I'm going to assume from people who probably donated money to help out with the gardens. Look at this. This is absolutely beautiful. This is a beautiful garden out here. Look at the different like art installations on the trees. You got some hummingbirds there. That is really cool. There's a giant butterfly over here. This is really awesome. Definitely a beautiful garden. Kind of reminds me, I gotta say, of one of my all-time most favorite places in the world, Longwood Gardens back in Pennsylvania. Definitely miss Longwood Gardens back in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania. Miss going out there, miss being a member of those gardens and just going out there whenever I want. Kind of smells like Longwood Gardens out here right now, which is really, really awesome. Yeah, that butterfly is really cool. Looks like there's a few more butterflies over here in this tree as well. So yeah, this is a great public garden. This is awesome. I really, really like it out here, and it feels really good in the shade because it's only like 10 o'clock in the morning right now, and the heat and the humidity is already rising. It was 101. I think the highest I saw my thermometer get on my van said 106 yesterday. That is insane. It's probably going to be another warm one today. So being out here in the shade of all these trees, it feels really, really good right now. I definitely like being out here. Look at the art installation here of all these butterflies and flowers. That is really cool. That is a nice touch. That is just a little extra added bonus, some icing on the cake, if you will, to this garden. This is really cool. I love this kind of stuff. I always wanted, when I was a kid, I always had this dream of building a giant garden in my backyard. As an adult, I came to realize that would be a lot more difficult than I thought. When I was a kid, I thought, just plant some flowers, some trees, and some bushes, and you're good to go. As an adult, realized there's a lot more to it than that. But I always had a fascination with gardens and plants and horticulture and stuff, even as a young kid. Look at the little pond here. That's awesome. I thought maybe it was a koi pond at first, but I don't actually see anything in there. But I guarantee you there probably are frogs and tadpoles, maybe even some turtles in there. Who knows? Probably all kinds of wildlife that makes this little pond their home. That is cool. I love the whatever those are. Those sandhill cranes. Maybe those are statues of sandhill cranes. Not entirely sure. But just look at this. What a beautiful garden. Very happy I found this place. I was just trying to look up public gardens online. Didn't really know what was around, and this came up. And not only was I just fascinated because I saw the pictures of the park in general, but then I saw pictures of this and thought, yeah, I gotta get out here. I gotta see this. And now that I'm out here, the pictures do not do it justice. This is such a beautiful garden. And the pictures, again, they don't even come close to showing off the beauty of this garden. This is really, really nice. I like it out here. I can see myself coming back out here many more times. There are benches to sit on. This would be a great place to come to and just relax, just be with yourself. If you're looking for just some time alone, a bit of peace and quiet, just taking the nature, this is a really, really awesome place. Look at the little gazebo right here. That is cool. So pretty awesome. National Public Gardens Day. Wanted to get out here and check this out. First time ever out here. Had no idea this section of Winter Garden even existed until just a couple of hours ago. There's a farm across the street with a horse. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a horse over there. That is cool. And so is this. What kind of plant is that hanging from the tree? That is interesting. Again, other cool little touches that make this garden pretty amazing. This is one of the most beautiful places in Winter Garden I have been. One of the most beautiful places in Florida I have been. I'm officially a fan. I love this garden right now. There's a bird bath here that looks like it's got maybe some mosquito. Ooh, definitely mosquito larvae in it. I'm gonna walk away from the bird bath. But other than the mosquito larvae ridden bird bath, pretty awesome out here. Look at this. If you are a fan of gardens, you've got to get out here. If you're in the Winter Garden area or you're just hiking or biking along the West Orange Trail, stop here. Stop over here to take a look at this. Stop at the Chaplin Station. Stop to see this amazing garden. Don't drive past it. Don't bike past it. Don't walk past it. Stop, pull over, and just walk around. This is awesome. So what a cool place to visit on National Public Gardens Day. Did you guys celebrate today at all by going to a public garden? Maybe you have your own public garden in your backyard or your front yard or something that you allow people to enjoy. Leave your comments down below. What is your favorite public garden? So far, in Florida, this one gets my #1 mark. Granted, I haven't really been to many here in Florida yet, but so far I'm really, really digging this one. It's free to come out to, doesn't cost you anything, and it is beautiful out here. This is awesome. So again, how did you celebrate National Public Gardens Day? What did you do today? Path of Life Oak, Southern Live Oak. How did you celebrate today? I want to hear from you guys. Did you celebrate? Hopefully you did, because this kind of stuff is important. It's always good to get out and just walk amongst nature, just sit down on a bench and just take it all in. That's why I love places like this. It's nice to just relax with the sounds of nature, the sounds of the birds and bugs and all the different sounds. There was a sound of a rooster a minute ago I could hear in the background, probably coming from the farm across the street, honestly. I love it out here. This is awesome. So, all right, guys, again, that is going to do it. I'm going to let you guys go. Just wanted to come out here, explore this garden, check out the park. Pretty awesome place. Again, leave your comments down below. Let me know how you celebrated, and let me know where your favorite public garden happens to be. And maybe someday I will get out there and I will get to enjoy that public garden with you, or just as you do as well. All right, guys, again, that's going to do it. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard every single month from the road. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt, where you can grab yourself retro rest stop t-shirts. Also hit the join button to become a member of this channel to gain early access to all of my videos. And if you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, hashtag public gardens, hashtag public gardens. If you guys watch this video all the way until the very end, I'm gonna walk around a little bit more. I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna take some pictures. I'm gonna sit down on the bench. I'm gonna enjoy the nature before it gets too ungodly warm. Although again, in the shade, it does feel pretty good. But all right, guys, again, that's gonna do it. So like I said, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you do hit that subscribe button, or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.